How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. I am Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, and it is my absolute honor today to have these fantastic yahoos with me today. Thank you so much for being here. This is our Thursday campaign. A brutal political kind of narrative of a cold holy proxy war and all the people caught up in its midst. The party has just not only infiltrated Rowett, but moved in on one of the last free city-states to discover the horrors that they were conducting in the name of their fell god Tenebris. The Rowett larger, more powerful governments of Rowett did come in with Amora and Amiss, the church in hand, to bring Lord Breton von Haverbeek low. The party had all of this going on in the background. They infiltrated the estates of Isivak and retrieved the Eld Theunterwary, a druid circle that is dumb old, and lore keepers. They have answers. Eld in the bag, the party quickly got out of there and have returned to the spiral city of Laroque via teleportation, knowing that they will be able to call upon their allies there. I'm Sir Feffers, humble dungeon master of the Longshot table. Thank you for being here. I'm going to throw it over to Steen.
I'm first. Hi, I am Christina, Steenker, or Steenker, whichever you want to call me. You can find me on the internet by looking up Steenker, Steenker, sometimes with 3 R's. I'm talking really fast. Hi. I'm playing Belthira. You know, the one who enjoys to nom on brains sometimes just to get information. And I don't got a whole lot going on. I had a long day, so I'm going to pass it off to Jet.
Yo, what up? I'm Jet, or Pingu, also known as Cos.Pingu across the interwebs. You can find me here on Thursdays playing as Lux, who's got a wobble of whibbles. Stole the wobble of whibbles from this one part of the continent. You literally yoinked them to the other part of the continent, and then is going to yeet them to the Feywild, hopefully this session. And you can find me on Tuesdays over on Tales Guild playing as my Stargirl Astra. And I do art. I draw stuff. You commission me, pay me money to draw your art. Yeah, I'm gonna toss it over to Hannah.
Hello, my name is Hannah Harper, also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. And I play your big little guy, Cygni, your furball druid, and she's feeling pretty good. Teleportation circle worked, and I'm excited to talk to the Eld today, so we'll see how that goes. And then last but not least, I'll throw it on over to Jared.
Yo, I am Jared, also Owen. Yeah, I just did a lot of combat and stuff, so I don't really have anything to add. We're just ready to get into it.
Amazing. That was everybody, I believe. Double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Owen, the party uses tree step, like this tree passing teleportation magic. Cygni in the moment remembered and recalled a specific tree in Laroque, and as they split open this tree, there was a brief confusion as a defensive protocol did kick in, but quickly people begin running through. People begin hurling themselves through this portal. It's suddenly sunset, and the chaos of battle, the roar of dragons, the detonation of eldritch cannons on sky ships quickly fades. And it's suddenly sunset. The party has a bit of a whiplash moment where they went from on guard, on guard, on guard to once this kind of tree portal begins to close behind you, sudden safety. Guards from the house, from the estates, are already kind of pouring out, and it quickly becomes clear that this is a help these people kind of situation. This city is no longer this city is now used to helping people who are being displaced, and so that has a tinge of sadness, but with an efficiency. Even the common folk who, as we have stated before, have begun building these kind of temporary houses along under the spiral bridge of the city, begin coming out, and now there's this culture of helping refugees that has been established because of you guys in the city of Laroque, and immediately there's too much help. There's too much help, and soon Lady Marilyn Shorestep themselves comes out on a balcony, and kind of like, you can see she's like in the middle of taking the curls out of her hair, and she kind of like steps out and kind of like blinks, and then goes into work mode, and immediately calls out to one of the head of staff within the estates, and quickly starts organizing and stuff like that. And you see she like says something, and a couple of maids come out and start helping with the curls, and she just starts like, girl bossing from above, and just handling everything while they're all like taking care of her hair for her. And at one point she's sitting there having her nails done, and she's got the other hand out and she's pointing. It's kind of inspirational, I'm not gonna lie. There is a moment, Owen, to wrap all the way back around. There is a moment, Owen, where Sir Dorn Shorestep, who is handling all this pretty stoically. Owen, you note that still has this kind of white-knuckled grip on the pommel of his short sword by his belt, but is making a point to look relaxed, in control, overlooking things, and he's making a point of coming to stand beside you. Kind of takes your measure, sees if you're wounded. Clearly the party has seen battle. Owen, make an insight check.
Okay. Insight. 6.
With a 6, you suspect that, compounding off of what you've known before, what you've kind of surmised before and glimpsed, that Sir Dorn has known war, has known combat of some kind, clearly has been in the field professionally, but not for Toil, but for the people of Rowett. This is something you already knew, so you look sideways and you kind of study the guy. And with a 8, you said?
6.
You can tell he has no love for Rowett. In the defensive posture he is taking, in the care he is giving, and in the demons he is keeping at bay in his mind. Party kind of stands out a little bit, and Belthira, you've never been here, but welcome to Laroque. It is a massive spiral road with very little supports. It is a mastercraft of city structure and planning. It is very industrial. There is a constant haze, and especially from the nearby wildfires, the smoke has kind of sooted the city somewhat. But you, well, make a perception check, Belthira. Welcome to Laroque.
Perception is 21.
21. Looking about, you can see a culture of it's a little similar. It's a little similar to times you're more familiar with, and that is the world's on fire, people are banding together. And you see the refugees coming out and taking care of more refugees. You see the wealthy elite spending all their money to help, which is unusual, to say the least. And you look about, and there's that familiarity of people banding together, and it's heartwarming, but not a good indicator of the world and how everything's going out there, because people generally don't band together unless to this level, unless there's catastrophe going on and there is a great threat to everybody and it's going poorly for everyone. So some bittersweet indicators. Finally, fully dressed, fully done up, Lady Marilyn Shortstep walks out and she begins kind of, touching the arms here and there, kind of touching a shoulder of, hey, you're safe now, it's okay. Many of these old druids have been through torture and been through very, very fucked up scenarios, and there's a lot of that being shown as some of the older ones are just like, okay, we're just gonna sit down here, we're just gonna, and people are bringing out benches and the like, and food and tea, and you can see them trying to process now. And then Lady Marilyn Shortstep does not address any of these druids, but looks for the druid she knows and finds Cygni. She kind of weaves through the crowd, and comes up to you, Cygni, and like you have done before, takes you up in a big hug.
Yeah, I think Cygni, who is currently on like 10 hit points, just sinks into her. I feel kind of bad now that she's all done up. I'm leaking blood all over her. I imagine she's got like one of those cool, like beautiful white nightgowns, stained, gone. And Cygni just kind of goes, "Hi. Sorry for showing up unannounced."
I'm glad you did. I'm so glad to see you all again.
Yeah, me too. Didn't think that was going to happen there for a second.
Oh. Never give up hope. Turns to Lux and Owen. It's good to see you all again. And before she can say another thing, you hear, "Hey! Get out of the way! Scooch! Ah!" It's Perenarok, the old
stumble
half-orc.
towards Perenarok.
Just big.
Love this man so much.
Hugs up.
Just like just up to the thigh, really. Give a wee pat. Try not to leak, because I was bit on like the side, where this vampire took a chunk out of me. So I'm like desperately trying to lean so I'm not like bleeding onto the top of his head. I go, "Hello, Pen."
It's good. I knew you would all be back. And he's gonna go over and like take your hand, Owen, and like try to squeeze it. It's not very strong. It's not a good grip. And he goes, good, and looks to Lux and does a very polite little bow. And he goes, the miscreants of the line.
The what now?
The miscreants. Oh no, I'm working on it. It was Everett's idea. Everett has been very clear that you are not the heroes of the line.
It is better.
Okay, I'll let Everett know. He'll be very pleased. Come in. And who all have you brought?
We have, and I'm just gonna go and start naming every single druid that I remember the name of, and even if she doesn't remember their exact name, they do have a nickname, like, that's Twigs for Ears, and that's Shorty, and that's Bear, mostly because he got ears like one, and I'm pretty sure he lives in a cave at one point. Oh, and this is Belthira. Belthira helped us save all the druids. She's very, very nice.
Ah.
Peculiar appetite, though, so you may want to inform the kitchen.
That's not necessary.
You say that, Belthira, and you go, that's not necessary, kind of thinking about what might happen if it got out that you just eat brains. And you say something, and you catch, coming out from the estates, a cleric of a Hraden. A cleric to the goddess of rest. And she steps out from the estates, kind of wiping away tears, and seems to tune into what's happening, and immediately starts going to work, finding the most injured of the looking for the most injured druid, and then lands on Cygni being the most injured druid, and is going to kind of go over to the party as a whole and take in the party immediately. And how's everyone's hit points? How we looking? Owen's Gucci.
Pretty
Lux is
shit.
Mid. Yeah. Belthira, how you looking?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
What the fuck? Was I the only one dying last time?
There was a lot of healing that kicked up by the end there, by necessity. Also, multiple people were threatened with vampirism. But quickly comes out in greater healing. Casts a profound 9th level healing spell. Let me I misspoke. 6 creatures. Okay, mass cure wounds. My apologies. Here, 9th level. There's a 5th, so you have it. Okay. Get healed, nerds. If I was a mafia boss, this is where I would say, don't say I never did nothing for you. Whilst actively threatening your lives. The characters' lives. 38 healing for the party. It's not a ton. Rolled kind of low.
I'm at full.
Noise.
Hello. Looks to Belthira and kind of does a respectful little bow. And then kind of waits, and then Perenna goes, oh, right. Everyone, this is Rebecca. Rebecca has been assigned to me as a caretaker to help me with my looks around, my aging predicaments. They've been very kind and helpful. Rebecca kind of nods along, goes, yes, we've been taking very careful eye. We've been taking good close watch on our good Perenna, making sure that you know, he stays whole and healthful. Yes, yes. If there's all
My
of us.
insight checker?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't trust new people. 17.
17.
What does she want with our old man?
The Church of the Church of Rest is very, very known for their, you know, altruism and their helping and their healing and their they also do kind of fill the role of old folks home, you know, retirement home, assisted living within society. So that's not the suspicious part. That's all checking out. But you're looking at the individual themselves. What'd you roll?
17.
17. There is a profound sadness and a what's the word I'm looking for? Acceptance of the world around them being what it is. There isn't any animosity that you can detect. There's no greed that you can detect. It seems that this person is slightly disassociated. And they were in tears entering the scene, like wiping away tears. You don't know much about the Church of Rest aside from they're very altruistic to they will bankrupt themselves helping people if they have to. And there's been local churches that actually ran into this problem and had to close up shop before getting more financial backing from the rest of the church. They have their priorities a little askew. They're a little caught up in their we are the healers at any cost. But you know, it's the point of being a healer is to help and heal the people. It's not the fact that you're a healer and get your numbers up and keep your reputation in line and stuff like that. It's, you know, so there's some of that in their backstory, you know, in their context. But ever since the war, everyone's been very, very happy that they're here on the greater social, you know, schemes. Yeah, people keep moving about, keep kind of shifting about. There are 2 sky ships above. Swaying gently in the sky. Yes.
Okay. Belthira looks around at everybody. Now that we're in a safe spot, what the hell are those?
Airships. It's like a ship in the water, but it cuts through the air.
How does that work?
Do you... well, it works by...
Yeah.
The thing that I know a lot about because my family are into it.
Owen, make a history or a performance check. But you also do know a fair amount without having a roll that I'll get into here.
Well,
Okay,
this
how
is
about
happening-
a 24? Yeah, go for it.
While this is happening, I would like to take a minute to use my magical cunning and regain 2 of my spell slots.
Very nice. Hell yeah. Belthira, you get a quick, concise, well-worded, surmised lore dump. Without going into too much detail, I'm gonna assume, Owen, about personal backstory. It doesn't really seem like... would you share personal backstory in your...
No, it's not particularly relevant here, but I do expect that you probably get a more detailed explanation than is really warranted. Like,
So
would be my guess. I'll
So-
piggyback off that high roll. Just be like, he just gives you nitty gritty details that don't make sense or is maybe engineering.
What's a ball bearing?
So there are a species of people called Freaquins. That's kind of where we have to start. Freaquins are beings made of light that originated on one of the rings of the sun. They have a strange technology, and in the back of these skyships, you see this massive halo vertically floating in place behind the ship, kind of rotating gently. Owen goes on to explain that a Freaquin specifically can manipulate the technology in using these rings to move at insanely high speeds. A dragon is scary because it can fly, well, it's scary for a lot of reasons, but in this context, a dragon can fly around and maneuver in the sky. What a skyship can do is stay in place, move really quickly to another place, and then stay in place again. Different kind of maneuverability entirely. That said, they go insanely fast when they're all geared up and ready to go. So it's quick bursts and then staying in one place while they slowly realign their movement where they're setting, and then quick bursts. Other than that, it's a boat. It flies. But yeah, there's a lot of detail that comes out of Owen. And I think Sir Dorn also kind of just kind of looks at you a little bit while you kind of continue your information.
While this is going on, Belthira is just kind of looking up in awe.
Amazing. Cygni. One of the druids that you haven't talked to yet quietly takes your hand, kind of leads you to the side. Under the tree that you just came through is a halfling. This halfling sits crisscross applesauce by the base of the tree with their feet kind of tucked up. You know what I'm talking about, where they can kind of tuck their feet up. And has their head against the tree, their forehead against the tree, and seem to be muttering. Lady Eld. Give him a minute. Yes, thank you. Hi. May I present to you? Cygni and this is all in Druidic. Cygni of the Wildfire Druid Circle. This is our Archdruid, Edict Eld. Edict the halfling. Gently, as they turn around, you see profoundly old. This is because druids age slowly. This might be like a 300, 500-year-old halfling, who kind of turns, kind of puts their hands down so they don't have to untuck their feet, and kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, it's been taking me a minute to kind of get my feet under me, but hello." Kind of eyes kind of wander about the city for a moment. Apologies, it's very loud here. I'm not quite accustomed to it. Go ahead.
No, I think she kind of smiles ever so slightly. Sorry about that. I couldn't think of a different tree,
Not
given
at
the
all.
timeline.
I'm to understand you and your friends have saved us.
Well, certainly tried. Sorry we couldn't have done it sooner.
Please, is there somewhere we could all sit and talk?
There is a courtyard that has that we came through that we could cordon off, or I'm sure we could find a study or a library of some sort if you wanted to get everyone together.
Would be nice, somewhere quiet and tucked away.
Full of dead trees.
I will. We've spent a couple days here, so probably wander around. Would I know where that would be?
Yeah. You've roamed the estates. They've got studies. They've got they got it all. They got everything. They got small alcoves and various studies and various I don't want to call them like party rooms, but like feast halls and conversation pits.
Sure, we go find a conversation pit.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. There's a little bit of ruffle time here as the party kind of gets reestablished within the estates of the Shorestep family, and quickly other eld are being accommodated for, and soon the place is very full, but not over full, and you can see a few of the kitchen staff have been called back in and are now working to feed a much fuller establishment. Soon and promptly, the party, whoever chooses to be, sit down in this conversation pit with the halfling edict. That is the wrong music.
Edict has something to say.
Yeah, fucking
Possibly a command.
calm down, edict. Yeah, right. Yeah. And there's 2 songs playing. Okay, my apologies, gang. My thing is borking on me. They changed how it works, and if you hit pause, it'll start playing another, and even if you don't tell it to. I get why they did it, but it is kind of spoking my wheel right now. Okay. You and sorry, does anyone not go into this conversation? Does anyone go to do and approach other things or take care of any other stuff?
Yeah, honestly, I think Owen slips off into town.
Okay.
I think he goes to the frickin' post office to see if there's any correspondence waiting for him.
Okay. Lux.
Wibbles.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get to that. Belthira?
Yeah.
I will also go into town to kind of restock up on any of my cleric items that I might need, because I can't understand what they're saying anyway.
No, you're good. Okay. Cygni, just you and Edict. And T. They took us for our knowledge. They asked us about crystals. They asked us about the First Holy War. They asked us about the words of power. They asked us about linearity. And they asked us about stellar and interstellar travel. I will write that down for you. But I think it would be important that I do tell someone this information. It's been information that we've kept close, and other information, world lore, the firsts, the floods. There's much that you have protected. The Cygni. The world in total has been saved from ignorance this day. And it's taught me the fragility of secrecy. If we had been wiped out, so much would have been lost. I would like your help, you and your friends, of finding the right people to share our lore with. We've been too stingy with it, and it was almost completely eradicated because of pride, because of secrecy. This cannot happen. We almost went back to the Dark Ages. She's got a pretty high opinion of herself. Let's just kind of establish that real quick.
Yeah, I was thinking better there. I think Cygni she has a deep respect for the Eld, but also a part of her is like, okay, don't be in the same spot.
Exactly.
So I think that she kind of raises a hand ever so politely, as she does respect the Eld and the knowledge that they have. I don't know if there is anyone that could hold the knowledge that you have and not wield it badly. Is that not your job? Yes, it is stingy. Yes, it is fragile. But so is peace. I think handing over the reins now, after hundreds of years of success, perhaps it is simply the method that needs fixing.
Roll persuasion
Not
if
the
you kind
hands
of
that
walk
wield
her
it.
off that cliff.
For sure. I'm like, I feel like handing over to anybody is gonna be such a bad idea. My persuasion is not super high.
Guys, Hannah's really good at D&D. Hannah's really good at D&D.
I got a 16 minus 1 for a 15. It's not the worst argument.
Cygni, I'm tired.
I understand.
Your
But
words
perhaps
tell
that
the
is-
truth.
Perhaps that is part of the method. Is retirement? She says as if she doesn't want to like offend this person, to be like, it's okay to hand the reins off, you know?
She gives you like a puzzled look. An end?
Oh.
It's not really something we do.
But everything does end. That is the beauty of what we do. Is there is life, there is death, and it comes back around. And I think that the difficulty now has been that we've held so long to the single cycle. I think that perhaps a new generation, perhaps that is part of it. I just don't think that handing it off to these, and she kind of points to the city in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'd ever understand.
She finally starts crying.
Oh, Cygni will give her a big ol'... There's a lot of halfling. She'll just kind of like curl around, consumed by ruffles and hair and fur. It's so warm.
When I was a child, I used to just be a bird all day. Simpler times.
That was lovely. I was a geese.
Oh.
Geese? Multiple? I was a flock.
I liked being a mockingbird.
Well, perhaps one day you can return.
That would be nice.
Well, let's start with that, shall we?
After a bit of more conversation, she kind of rounds back around to like, how can we repay you? How can we help you?
I think there is a soft smile in Cygni's face as she has gotten everything that she wanted. This is it. She wanted to help the Eld. She wanted to find the Eld. She really needs to send Raisha a message as fast as possible. She's still casting that spell up in the mountains. But all she wanted was to not be alone.
Oh.
She didn't want to be the only druid, and she's not anymore. And so I think that she says, how can we repay it? She wants for nothing. I think she smiles and says, well, I'd like to come with you. Wherever you go.
Oh. Of course. I have to find out where we're going.
There are none left of my circle, so I could tag along with yours.
I know. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I don't know what you've been discovering along the way, but have you concluded or found the evidence of despair orchestrating against these druid circles? Because that's what's happened. We have been away from society, and society is the only safe bastion these days. Tenebris took your family, not the people that were orchestrated and inflamed and set upon you.
He's been there every step of the way as we tracked you. I don't think you will ever be safe until he is dealt with.
Then I fear
But
you've got work to do.
we have a heading. You can say that twice.
What is your heading?
I'm trying to think. I'm remembering the lands in between that kind of split the Isle in two. He had some real interest in that area, if I recall.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I'm pulling up my notes.
There's the petrified lands of Tonide. And then the bridge with the river that kind of splits between Rowit and Two Wheel. That river feeds into Tonide, the petrified lands. Yeah, you fell miracles such as the wildfire, such as the petrification, the wildfire that cannot be quenched, has been orchestrated by Tenebris to inflame is the wrong word to use there, to galvanize the people. There have been exasperated catastrophes across the land that have been Tenebrus's direct influence. And this is the first actual confirmation you're getting to these suspicions. They're not the only ones. There have been cannibals to the north. There have been many strikes levied at all manner of people that live outside city walls. How forgive me, I don't know the ways of this peoples, of these societies. Why aren't the nobility doing anything about this?
Honestly, I'm not really the one to ask. I think you're better off finding the, ginger. You're referring to Owen.
He's definitely blonde.
Is he blonde? I fully thought he was ginger this whole time. I thought it was like a strawberry blonde sort of situation.
Nah, like a pale.
The blonde said derogatorily.
Yeah, definitely blonde.
She'll turn back to the halfling saying, I think it's very difficult to get off your arse and do something when you're still comfortable. So, perhaps we should liaise with our resident noble. Find out the best way to address things.
I will leave this in your capable hands. And get some sleep. Let me know what you decide, what you find, and if there's any answers that any of you need, please come to me. Thank you again, Cygni.
Of course. I think Cygni will kind of wave this individual off and kind of pull this mess of white hair out of her face. She'll kind of hunker up in the seats alone in the library for a minute, like up her knees. She kind of, you could almost hear the wooden chair underneath her kind of almost bend and nearly snap beneath her weight. And I think at a certain point, she'll probably fish into her pocket and she'll pull out a sending stone. And she's gonna call the farm.
Okay.
I think she'll keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
And she'll just say, "Hi. Been a while.
Okay.
Been a while. I have something for the geese. Expect a package. Much love. Cygni." And she'll send that off to Dorian.
Excellent fare. Excellent fare. Roll me a D100. Everyone, roll me a D100.
84.
57.
88.
I have the most elusive pen today.
77.
77, got it. Okay. We're gonna grab our first break there, gang. I know it's a little early, I apologize. But we are going to go over to the rest of the crew after this break. Bye-bye. And just like that, we return. Lux! You step down into the city. You head off. You with Wibbles in tow, just kind of nervously looking at all the people. Actually, I would even say that they're not even out and seen, but you know that they're like keeping up with you as you pursue your endeavor of helping them get home. You look about yourself. Make a perception check. as you study the city that you've been in once or twice now.
18.
18. Takes a little longer, and you're just starting to wonder if the Dreamshorn have not been able to get into this city yet. And then you start seeing a little sign, a little scuff that looks unintentional but has a certain shape to it. And you get your hopes up. You look down another alleyway, and you see the same kind of indicative little sigil in the wall. And you turn and look across the street from the alleyway. There is a cobbler, person who makes shoes, a store that is open. And while there are no indicators on this store, the indicator across the alleyway points to this store as being friendly to you and yours.
I guess I'll go in
Stepping in,
with my quibbles.
stepping in, with your wobble of whibbles in tow. Kind of step through the door, kind of look around. There's a soft chime. I'll be with you in a minute. Out comes a goblin. A well-to-do, kind of portly, hair kind of slicked back, buttons kind of tight on a vest, as he kind of, welcome. He kind of steps forward and kind of does a little bow. Might I help you find some shoes? Most people come here looking for shoes. Couldn't know why. Looks at all the shoes on the walls. This dude loves himself. This dude is winning. He's having a great day. He's in a great mood. Making bad jokes. He hasn't noticed the whibbles yet. Who they hide and they peek from behind boots.
God, I hope they're not stealing. Oh. In Sylvan. Is gonna say, not here for shoes.
Of course. We also have socks, and then, there's an underlaying message that queries, do you need sanctuary? Do you need safety? Starts talking about stockings. Kind of going over the different, thread counts and the like. And he doesn't miss a beat at all, as he codes in, are you safe? Do you need help?
More just need a place to contact someone.
Why don't I show you some of the backroom stuff of how I work and make these shoes, yes?
That would be great, thank you.
Of course. He's gonna step into the back room with you. He kind of pauses as some of the little wooden shoes are heard. And he kind of turns. You see a bit of caution. And turns to you and starts talking about the hours of the store and an underlying code of saying, are we alone? Are you alone?
I have a wobble of wibbles with me.
Falls out of the code. The fuck is that?
Pulls the one off her back.
Little shoes. He goes, oh!
They're not from here.
Goes over to the back room. Kind of reaches under one of the tables. And he pulls a key out. And then he's going to take his tooth and pull out his fake tooth and put it into the head of the key, finishing the key's form before going over to a secretive hole in the wall in between boards of wood and kind of duck. And as he opens up this side wall door, there's this magic sensor that just gently floats overhead. He's a goblin, so he don't need a duck, but he kind of, oh, come on in, my lady, please. The door closes behind.
Out of character, that tooth key thing, fucking cool. I just need to say that.
Thank you so much. It's like a thumbprint, like it's your tooth, you know. It's like, and you gotta make sure it doesn't decay and get chipped. I guess it's a fake tooth. Anyway.
She'll go in the room.
Yeah, you step into the room. It is dark, and you see him you hear him kind of scrabble until he lights a match, goes over to a lantern and twists it, lights it, takes it off the wall. If you'll follow me, my lady. Kind of ventures down into the darkness below Laroque. Belthira. You step out into the city, still in awe of these sky ships above. And you look about. What's your goal? What's your mission?
So, mission is to kind of restock on any of the things that I need as a cleric. So, I need to get some more diamond dust, or just diamonds in general.
Okay.
Gonna top up on my my grave soil and my funerary herbs.
Ooh, grave soil. You may head over to the Church of Death. Do you want to go to the teleportation station, or do you want to go to the morgue? It's two buildings. They're just right next to each other. As you come down to the base of the city, the bottom, the floor level, probably the most busiest, crowded. The streets don't all go one way up or down in a swirl. Now it's kind of it's more natural. Everyone's kind of cutting through the cobbles in the city streets, and you're kind of getting a little jostled as this place is quite packed, full of refugees. The surrounding urban regions are not safe. And you have that same moment of like, wow, there's a lot of camaraderie. There's like a lot of camaraderie, which from personal experience means it's real bad out there. It's real bad out there, and people probably don't see that. They see the camaraderie and they're like, nice, people working together, and it's because there is thousands and thousands of deaths out there that have been not even cataloged yet. You think about that, the catalogings, and you're just like, man, the church must be up to their neck in it. And you look at the establishment of the Church of Death. Do you want to start with the kind of bigger function establishment with the teleportation circles and the cathedral and the chapel and stuff like that, or do you want to go over to the morgue?
I'll head to the morgue first.
Okay. Stepping across the way. You've got the two entrances. You've got like a side wagon area, and then like stairs that kind of go down into the building itself, the front door. Stepping down through the front door, you kind of have to duck your head. For some reason, this building is really kind of like 3 feet down into the earth. And as you kind of step through and kind of straighten back up once you're through the doorway, you look about and you can smell the familiar smells of formaldehyde and sanitation and the sweet smell of corpse flesh, the rot, and the various ceremonial incenses. And a general dark room, very dim area. You look about a bit, already kind of familiar with the things you're seeing, until a small human kind of peeks his head through a doorway and goes, if you're looking for a priest, you can, and kind of you can head on over to the other building. And then he kind of takes in your garb and goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Takes his hat off. Is there something I can help you with? Maybe 17 years old, a little on the shorter side, a bit of a nervous demeanor to him.
You're a young one.
Yeah, I was taken in, and I've been helping around the place ever since. I've been here for a couple weeks now. I'm just happy to find a place to fit into this mess of a city. Someone willing to put food on my table and all that. I'm happy to help. Corpses don't bug me.
This is true. And the church is very kind that way.
Is there something
Can
I can
you
help you with?
Can you assist me with getting some grave soil and some funerary herbs?
Oh, are you stationed out on the front, out in the wild?
I'm on a mission.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, I just rolled a fucking nat 20.
Okay. Of course.
Corpse.
Fuck
So
me.
22.
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course, I'm happy to help. Who's your chaplain? As he starts to turn and walk. Now, to cover, you are not on any official job right now. You've kind of, yeah, you don't have like a chaplain that you are immediately answering to in the field, as it were. There is your mentor, Task, that would be the closest thing to what he's asking, is kind of who's in charge of you, what's on whose behalf do you work for and such. There's a hierarchy here that you're not actually a part of.
What's my mentor's name?
Task.
I wasn't sure if you were saying task as in like giving me the task or...
Fair. I do that.
I'm working with Task.
Task is alive? Sorry. Don't. I shouldn't know about these things. Kind of hunkers down a little, huddles down. I know of Task. I thought. Sorry, not my business. And he's gonna quickly kind of pick up his pace a little bit. He steps into one of the stations where they prepare corpses and do the autopsies and the burial rites and the like. You can see that there is a dragonborn laid out, and there's two twins, a set of twins, two individuals, a set of twins who are hairless, and they have pulled out the old books. And whenever someone kind of runs into a particularly tricky problem, they start pulling out the, ow, fuck me, that hurt. Shit, sorry, right in the funny bone. They're stumped on something, and so they've pulled out books, and they seem a little like they're not actively doing anything, which means they've hit a wall of some kind in their process. The little dude with you looks to say something and then doesn't say anything and kind of gestures for you to follow. But before you can get through the room entire, one of the twins goes, Austin, who have you brought with you? Hi. Just helping one of our people in the field with a request for just the corpse soil and the like. Grave soil. Fuck. And they one just kind of nods and goes back to his work, but the other one, she kind of looks up and takes a look at you. Austin, run along. I'll be back with your stuff. Kind of turns. Hello. Well met.
Hello.
Death follows.
Death follows.
I know everyone of our ilk in the field right now, and I don't recognize you. You clearly are a cleric of Tsuniri. But why are you
I wouldn't
here?
think that you would recognize me.
Oh. And now the other twin kind of puts on spectacles. Kind of looks up at you.
I gesture to the tome on the table. That was written when I was 36. I don't know. Throwing an age out there.
Sure. They kind of look at the book, look at each other, look at you, look at each other. Look at you with a bit more like realization. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no. I was just going to be like, I'm old.
An understatement. An understatement, surely. Apologies. We did not know you walked the land. Is it... The other one says, I guess it's truly bad if we're taking people off the shelf from... Looks down at the book. The First Holy War. How may we be of service? With reverence in their tone.
I need, well, the young man is running to get some of the things that I need. But I'm still in need of incense and more diamond dust.
It will be done.
May I ask? What happened here? Gesturing.
This is an interesting conundrum we've come across. It is beneath you to have to stoop to mundane faculty endeavors.
As he is speaking, I'm going to cut him off and say, nothing is beneath me. We all serve the same God. We are all on this path together.
Of course. You can see that the one with glasses kind of nods. The one without, the femme of the twins, kind of takes this, a little sideways, but holds that professional mask on very well. And the one with glasses, oh, we could use all the help we can get, sister. Before you, we have a strange death. The corpse does not rot. And they've died in a way we don't... That is troubling. they seem to have been brutally murdered by what could only be a small dragon or a guard drake of a kind, perhaps. But there's nothing so big within the city. It's
I think I recall this from my catch up when I was going through all these episodes.
They also seem to
Before I
have
joined.
fallen a great distance. As you can see here, here, and here, pulverized bones. They've been clearly looted. And this pulls out a false city guard badge. It's a fake. We found the corpse was brought in when it was found, but the wounds imply it's been dead for longer than the lack of rot can account for. And so we're just being cautious. We're not sure what we might be dealing with here. Go ahead and...
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I examine the body and see if I can, like, figure anything out?
Make an arcana, a religion, or a medicine check. Depending on your approach, will give you different information.
Okay, Arcana, medicine, and what?
Or
Religion?
religion.
$22 for religion.
This individual clearly wasn't darkened before their death. But generally, that leads to feral violence, near zombie-like ferocity, mutation. It's bad. And it's never been weaponized before. It's never been something that someone's able to don and wield. It's not like a cleric. It's not like a paladin. And to be darkened is to die horribly, and to be found again with a mission, mindless, trying to rip out the throat of your loved ones. It's not something that leaves you useful to anyone but terror, and despair. And the body's not rotting. This is almost like a warlock. With such a high religion check, you recognize the machinations of Tenebrous' new abomination. Warlocks of despair.
As I am kind of just like examining the body, I kind of do like a quick little glance and then step back just a slight bit, and I relay to these two that it is indeed a abomination and that it is a warlock of despair. But as far as its death, I don't know.
This is troubling news, sister. What should we do with the body? Should we cremate it, bury it, disintegrate it? We don't have any rights to dictate this. We've never been at ends with Tenebris until times of modernity. This is new territory for the church.
I think all who are affected and endarkened by Tenebris need to be released. So we'll burn the body.
As you say, sister. The runner, Austin, comes back with diamond dust, potions, everything you requested. Grave soil.
I grab, or I take the effects and do a slight bow and say death follows as I start to put it into my pack.
They watch you. And finally, the one with glasses. Would you mind terribly a question of the past? If I might inquire, I don't want to push.
What is your question?
The 12 fought the forces of hell and pushed them back. I guess, how bad is it now compared to how bad was it then?
It's similar in the sense of everyone banding together, the churches coming together to unify. The twin trinities, that's a new concept to me. That means this really is bad. Tenebris must be stopped.
The more optimistic of the two, the one with the glasses, kind of deflates a little bit. The other one kind of nods as if this is what she's been trying to get into this guy's head, into her brother's head, is that it is real bad. It's real bad. And you note, Belthira, that exact distinction. There is a, oh, it can't be that bad narrative out there kind of floating around. And it is very, very bad. And you kind of look and you're like, how could you not see that? And it kind of occurs to you that there is a greater narrative at play here, in the zeitgeist, if you will. That things are okay. We're gonna pass this. We're all safe behind the walls, kind of a narrative. You're gonna start picking this up more and more as you go.
That's what he wants. He wants that narrative to play out, for you to think that you're safe, that it will pass, but then when it comes to your door, there's nowhere to go but to turn to despair. We can't let that happen.
Of course. Thank you, my lady. This has been good for us, I think. Bows respectfully. A new, serious note in his demeanor. Is it true says the younger of the party here. Is it true that death killed them all in one go? How does that work? And the other two are kind of like, hey, don't talk about like such triggering, like maybe don't talk about the war out of nowhere. Just like, and they start, and he's like, no, it doesn't make sense to me. I've always been curious. It doesn't, if he could have, if death, the both of them go, they, if death, if they couldn't, if they could just take out every demon lord and fallen angel and all of that in one go, why didn't they start with that? Why was there a war? If and he kind of gets to his overall point that he's like 2 weeks into the church. He goes, if gods, he kind of raises his voice a little bit, if gods are so powerful, why pain? Why suffering? If they could just fix it, either they haven't by choice, or they're not able to. Right? How are we here?
We are all an extension of our God. It's not our place to question. There's a natural order to things. There is life and there is death. With life, death always follows. With these other gods, they have their own narratives too. What their capabilities are is beyond me. And it's not my place to question that. I don't believe that any one god is powerful enough to be able to wipe out an entire existence, as well as to create one. I think that there are a lot of things that go into it. Looking at Tenebris, he's using people to run his narrative, to reap havoc, to cause people to spiral into despair. And that's his motive.
Thank you for taking the time to explain that. That is not something that is taken lightly, right? Yeah. Thank you. I don't fully understand, but
I didn't either when I was taken in.
would you say you understand now? Both of the twins kind of wince a little.
I just walk up to Austin and I do like a reassuring like grip on his shoulder, and I just look at him in the eyes. With time, death follows, and then proceed to walk out.
Okay. Yeah, you have a moment as you're getting back out of the city of thinking back on those days and the extensive means that everyone had to work together for decades to line up the ability for Death to pull off what Death pulled off. And the fact that it's just all been watered down to like, and then death took care of it and everything was back to normal, really kind of doesn't sit with you very well. It's true, but it's so watered down, and the hundreds and thousands of people that gave their lives to seal hell away from this dimension, you know, and histories being streamlined. But it's also been an extremely long time. And it kind of leaves you feeling displaced. Owen. You have different worldview than the rest of the party. You grew up in the gentry, the aristocracy. You've been diplomatic by you've been forced to be very diplomatic for a lot of your life in social scenarios and stuff like that. As you set off into the city, where are you going? What's the goal?
I am headed first to the post office. It's like the courier service.
Yeah, you head on down to the courier service, and you see you unfortunately would have to wait in a long line. While you do, you catch wind of a bit of stuff going on around the city. Just by hearing people talk. You've kind of got your hood up, you know, you're looking around. You learn that Lady Marilyn Shorestep and Lord Dukin Huerl, the lord of the city, are working together to try to ban the Church of Rage from the city. Which is kind of the talk of the town, because that is not something that has ever been done. The nobility doesn't have any sway over the church. Church doesn't have any sway over the nobility and stuff like that. So this is unprecedented. Trying to pass a law to ban one of the 12 aspects of sentience. And it's not your immediate thought is Lady Marilyn Shorestep must have secured that ladyship, that lordship, you know, that must have passed through, and she must have hit the ground running because she's already trying to make changes in the city. And your immediate thought, you didn't hear this, you concluded this, is that Lord Dukin Huerl must be in on it. Must be backing the move. Given your political, how the navigations and stuff like that you grew up with, it's the only way that would still, that could be possible, is if the people at the top were having them do this maneuvering, essentially. There's a big picture movement here that you're getting a glimpse of. Also, Sammy in the chat, Fireball being the alcohol. Yeah, totally. I feel like there'd be a lot of different spell related names to various liquors and the like. But Owen, you eventually get to the front, and a very haggard looking half elf kind of shuffles some papers, looks up at you and goes, "How can I help you?"
Any correspondence for a Fane?
Fane. Ah, yes, here, there's this, and then there's a detonation.
Okay.
Everybody, Owen, you need to make a dex save. Everybody hears a bomb go off in the city.
I'm fucking sorry.
What'd you get on that deck save?
14.
14. Belthira, you're walking out, you're out in the city, you're feeling displaced, kind of wistful, kind of chilling, and then boom, you watch Owen fly out of one of the nearby buildings amongst other people also kind of being tossed, but Owen has that full like kind of lands on the shoulder and rolls about 200 feet away from you. Immediate panic kicks in amongst the city, and people begin running and screaming.
I run over to Owen and I'm just like, are you okay?
Yeah, I kind of roll my shoulder. Did I take damage from that, or
yeah.
I just get thrown away? Okay, yeah. Let's see what the damage is.
Yeah. Are you okay? Grabs dice. You have You are a lucky son of a bitch. Out of the D100, you took 15 damage.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got real lucky.
Damage.
You got real lucky on the nature of they were around a corner, and it seemed that the individual had like a package or opened a drawer or something that was your package that went off.
Oh, fun. Yeah, so Owen kind of like rolls his shoulder and winces. Yeah, fine.
Well, okay, hold on. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, and you're going to get 18 HP back.
Thanks, but we should save it for someone else.
With everything that's going on around here, we need to be at max capacity.
Sure. I'm gonna start like eyeing the crowd. Like, were there any like? Is there anybody fleeing the scene? I don't. Was it just wounded?
You see a lot of people like coughing and coming out of the smoke. You do see one person step out and like seem a little shocked and like touch the back of their head and collapse. It's bad. It's real bad, and there are less people walking out of that place than there should be. You don't see any staff that have made it, being the closest people to the explosion. The building itself begins to cave in from the top down, and the building above it is held in place for now by the other buildings it's attached to and the ceiling it is attached to, of the spiral bridge. But it does look like it might give. Lux, you come out of the cobbles, and you come out of the cobbler store, and you see the wave of dust. Right, and you look out into the city, and you can see Belthira and Owen starting to pick themselves up in that kind of grand courtyard in the center. And just in time for wall of dust to take your vision, but you saw them. You saw where they were. And then Cygni, you step out and look down into the spiral, look down into the city, and you can see the detonation and the remnants of the detonation. You see the blast and the soot and the smoke beginning to rise, people running to and from and toward the explosion. Cygni, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception, I believe, is 19.
19. I think you would catch just a bit of the red cloak that you know to be affiliated with Owen, before the dust wall also hits.
Cygni puts a couple fingers to her tongue, whistles really hard to summon Calcifer and is going to do that cool Legolas ass cowboy where he kind of like grabs the side of it and swings to the top and like through the hallways to like make her way.
Amazing. Yeah.
Because it's Calcifer is faster than she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, wasn't that horse stolen from this city?
Yep.
Okay.
I said I was training it. This is an exercise.
Yeah, roll animal handling.
It's very well trained.
Roll animal handling is you're like, okay, loud, crowded city streets. This is kind of like,
yeah, for sure.
like exact kind of training sequences that they do horses.
Can
they have horses do.
I
for
know
combat.
enhanced bond is technically to do with fire damage, but can I like flavor it that I get to add my enhanced bond to this roll instead because it's a D8 for funsies? It is literally says enhance bond, and I get to basically add extra damage because we're in the presence of each other because we're so bonded. So I feel like maybe that would would, you know, cross over to my maneuvering. No? All right. It was worth a shot.
It was definitely worth the shot.
That is going to be a 17.
Precision. You navigate through this crowd. Calcifer, already pretty good at this. People don't want to be anywhere near a horse that's on fire. And so speed is your ally.
I'm part of the explosion.
Yeah, right. Lux. To your right. Sorry, to your left. From the direction of the spiral going upward. Begins to glow red, and you get vision of this fire druid on their fiery steed coming out of the rubble and dust, eyes wide, fire billowing all around them, coming into vision as the two of you meet back up.
You're right.
Why is there so many things happening? I just wanted to get these wibbles home. Fine. Let's go and check on the rest of the party, I guess.
The party groups up. The party groups up in the courtyard. People running about.
I've got to get in there. And Owen starts making his way to the post office.
Okay.
All right, bye. I'll hop off the horse.
Yeah. Party ventures forward. It's clear and apparent, Owen, that building likely will come down soon. So whatever you gotta do it fast.
Yeah, I honestly, Owen will start to jog towards the,
You're here.
towards the building.
You're in.
Okay. So the first thing I want to look for is anyone that's somehow survived.
Okay. There are many people that are dead, unconscious, or dying. There are a few people who are trapped under beams and smoke billows all around. There's no fire. It's just rubble and I say not really smoke, but just it's dust. There's rubble dust everywhere.
I like seeing many potential either bodies or survivors. I think I want to turn and duck my head back outside and see if anyone is like stood there looking, or especially like a city guard.
Yeah, so already there are people who have already begun to rush in and set up, like, there's a couple of town guards who have gone in, and whilst two of them start lifting a beam, another one takes their tower shield and like props it up under, and they start pulling people out, and there are efforts being made by the people. There's also a group of like town guard who are keeping people out who are trying to get in. because it's dangerous. Everyone's kind of looking at the top building and worried about it coming down. But there is a first response team that is kind of showing up. I would say as the party goes, Belthira, you also see those two clerics of death show up, and they start trying to aid as well. Owen, your fears abated. The party is able to move into this place for their own means. Owen, roll investigation.
So the collapsing roof has been taken care of.
No.
Okay,
no. But the
that's
people
why.
are being saved.
Sure. I mean, does it look like they're going to be saved in time, or is it dicey looking?
Oh, that's a good question. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Ooh.
I'll have everyone make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay, perception 15.
You could see a scenario where there's like 4 or 5 people still trapped by the time this building might come down.
Okay. I'm gonna maybe look to one of the guards who's like nearby. You know,
he's got his cloak wrapped around his face, trying to breathe through the dust. He's looking around for survivors.
Is there a wizard in the city?
There's an arcanist, yes.
Force magic. Send for them.
At once. Trump.
All right. Easy. The voice of command.
The voice of command goes a long way in crisis.
Yeah, and at that point, start investigating. I want to look specifically for the package that exploded.
Okay, yeah.
If I can.
Yeah. Let's get that investigation check.
All right, investigation. What am I? Not great at it. 4. Very not great in this instance.
Lux. Owen seems to be getting more and more desperate, or to find something, failing to find something. They're looking around for something. They seem agitated that they're not finding it.
What do you want? I'll help.
The bomb. It was a package.
Would it not have exploded? Whatever, she's gonna look.
There's got to be some piece left of it.
Roll investigation, Lux.
I'm not using my own dice. I don't trust. 11. I don't like your dice.
They belong to me. They know where their loyalties lie.
We're trying to pick up your plot, by the way. This is counter what you want.
The dice decide. The dice decide.
Okay, yeah.
I am a blurry. Be focused on me.
Blurry face. All right.
Oh yeah.
Can't sing too much of that. Yeah. I would try maybe being far away and coming back.
Oh, got it.
Excellent, fair.
I think he's.
You do not find any clues.
It's a bomb. It's gone. They explode.
Yeah.
And don't leave trace of bomb.
Depends on the bomb. It was in a package, so it couldn't have been particularly fragile. Something was there to... I don't know.
Okay.
Package was for me.
Oh. How's your arm?
Arm's fine. Belthira healed it. It wasn't even.
We got the. We should get out of here.
Not until I have answers.
Did you see the package before it exploded?
Did I?
Nah, you would have been a lot closer and taken a lot more. It would have been a lot more. It would have been worse for you if you had been close enough to see the package.
The courier took my name, turned to go get the package. The place
Is there
exploded.
any survivors
Yeah, there are
that we
outside.
can talk to?
Outside now, being pulled away and getting healing.
I am... Oh, this is a mean line. I'm so sorry. I am not letting you kill yourself and us looking for a package. Let's get out.
Then
Well,
go.
there's no more package. It's gone, but... we need
That's
to
what I'm
figure out
saying.
Who sent it?
Can I do a cheeky detect magic to see if there's any remnant?
Absolutely.
I do so.
Okay, yeah, you cast detect magic.
Is there like a magic stamp or something lying around?
You do register an arcane pulse. And going over to the far side of the room, you find the top half of a half-elf's head. And in the eye, and lodged up into this thing, is a magic ring.
Okay. It lets me know the school of magic that this thing is giving off. It doesn't give me, like, identify, but if it's, deeply necrotic, I'm not going to pick it up. Sort of thing.
Conjuration magic.
Interesting, okay. Cygni will, she's stupid. She'll pick it up with her bare hands.
Get in there. It's the same. It's a ring you recognize.
Oh.
It's a similar ring that you found in the tundra. Owan, it's the same signet ring. It's not the exact same one, but it's the same sigildry that you have seen on your grandfather's finger time and time again. Make a history check.
$18.
It's a little different, and the more you look at it, the more a certain dread sinks into your stomach. This is the ring your father wore. This is your father's ring. You remember in the last days, he picked up a ring. He started wearing this ring. It's the same signet that your grandfather wore. It's the same signet that you found in the tundra with the druids on within the possessions of the opposition. Not the cult, not the dragon cult. Nope, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not the tenebrous despair clerics or the paladins, but on the dragon cultists. One of their leaders. You found a ring. And the huntmaster had a few words to say. You gave him that ring, and he he vanished. Now you have a very similar ring here. And that's your 18 check.
Does it look like it has the capacity for attunement?
Mm-hmm.
Pop it on. Cygni is a tactile learner.
What do I happen to remember anything about how that ring worked? If it was my father's ring,
Make a hit. 18 on the history check. I would say that it has functions that were not shown to you, but one of the functions that was shown to you was the conjuration of what's the term I'm looking for? Like a I'm so sorry. The term is a big tent, like when aristocracy go off on a hunt, a pavilion. They set up a pavilion setup. You did see him use this ring once to conjure a pavilion with an unseen servant.
I don't know what all that ring does, but it was my father's.
Cygni, you hear none of this. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. I'm good at wisdom. It's okay. This is what I do. Cox. 27. Why are you looking at me like that's not good enough? I don't like that.
It's good enough, but you know that mind that you picked up along the way that was you removed the curse on this mask? That river-like mind that is no longer structured, it seems asleep. I assume you have the mask on your person and not like on.
I thought that we were attempting to attune to it.
Yes. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
But you do sense the mind suddenly lash out. And even as you defeat the arcane invasion, it also lashes out and washes over. And to your surprise, where this water-like mind brushes up against with a seam of ease, it negates the attack and then seems to go back to rest, almost sated.
Cygni will kind of pop the mask out from her pocket, slip the ring off, pop them on top of each other, and say, I don't know what kind of magical fuckery is occurring, but I want nothing to do with it. I'm not sure what funny business your father was into, but I suggest, and I'll slide it on over to Owen, they figure it out.
Owen, you can't let anyone. Well, that's a little definitive. But people talking ill of your father is false. Your father was a good man. Your mother was a good woman. And there's this immediate, manageable flare-up of emotion at the mention of your father. Do with that what you will.
Owen will snatch the ring. But he's not putting it on.
Okay.
It looks like I have to go home is what I have to do.
And where would that be?
The capital.
That's where we're gonna grab our second break. Oh, we don't have... No, we have time. Short break. Be right back. And we're back. We return at this time. Bad things, bad times. Everyone reacts. There's a mass push from the city to investigate all of this, and soon, Owen, you're having to give your side of the story as one of the witnesses. How much information are you putting out into the public about your involvement? I say involvement, it being a package for you and the like. Is that something you want to keep close to your chest, or is that something that's going to be out in the open? Owen, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm just thinking.
Oh, no worries. Just checking. Also, I saw you absolutely pull that hair out of your food, and I feel so bad for you.
He was in the ranch.
No!
No, not the ranch.
It's my hair, though, so whatever.
Oh.
It definitely would. Could be worse.
Yeah, I think I just answered the question straight, honestly.
Okay. Lux, after a while, you find a good time to kind of slip away, and now that things have kind of died down a little bit. Are you sneaking away, or are you kind of trying to mosey away? What's I don't know how open to secretive you're being here.
I think should just tell the party straight up. All right, I'm going to return these guys. Don't blow up while I'm gone.
I'll kind of like slowly look towards Owen and then nod.
I mean, unless any of y'all want to come with me.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see the Whipples off. Yeah. Maybe I can help.
Okay. We will have to talk to my patron, so this is your warning.
I'll stand behind you.
Okay.
The party ventures back towards the cobbler's place. Cheddar's shoes. Cheddar, the goblin, is kind of standing outside, watching from a distance, all the goings on, if you will. And as you approach, he kind of looks to you, and then his eyes kind of bug a little bit at the rest of the party or anyone that came with. Looks up at tall Cygni, for example, and just kind of like looks down at your stockings, and then looks back up at you with an eye of disbelief.
The Wibbles kept stealing her shoes.
Oh, well, that's no good. Come in. Shoes. And he has a moment of like, and all of the shoes have been cobbled. And he goes, what? Huh? Starts looking around and goes, "It's the best work I've ever seen." What the fuck?
I love when things will do prankster shit, and it will just be like a nice thing to do. I think it's the best.
Yeah, they don't see it as pranks. They see it as like a compulsive thing. just being shown up in his own house. And as he starts trying the long process of trying to outfit Cygni with shoes, there's a lot of coded message underneath Lux of are these people safe? Are they members of the Dreamshorn? You know, coded in Thieves' Cant, which Belthira, if you're there, speaks. And you start noticing, Belthira, a little bit of subtext. Querying.
Lex
Sorry.
goes-
I'm so sorry. Belthira, Owen, are you guys coming along?
Yeah.
I mean,
go
I
along.
assumed I was, interacting with like the city guard and coordinating and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Lux, you respond. Owen?
Yeah. He's definitely coordinating.
Okay.
He's doing guard stuff.
Okay. Lux, your response.
No, they're not members. Yes, I trust them. Well, unknowing that Belthira can understand Thieves' Cant is gonna go, I don't really trust this one.
You see the goblin, like, Belthira, one eye, like, quickly takes you in and goes back. But just the one eye.
She ate people's brains.
Both eyes.
As soon as you say that, I chime in, and I'm just like, I don't enjoy eating brains, but I speak in Thieves' Cant.
Cygni's wondering why they're talking about the weather so much. She's getting fitted out with like some kind of fucking horseshoe.
Yeah, trying to pitch these different like boots, is not going well, but unfortunately does not carry boots for people with hooves. And he's
I think she's just happy to be included.
Okay, pushing through, trying to get you fitted. The impossible task of getting you fitted with anything other than your beloved stockings.
So many holes.
Oh no. Well, he would, hearing that his friend would just give you some stockings. Eventually, out of just
Master's given Dobby a sock.
out of like, this poor girl needs something.
Honestly, I feel like she'd take them and just put them over top the ripped ones.
And there is a moment where the goblin, the Dreamshorn goblin, kind of looks to be about to deny Belthira access to this place, and is about to speak up, when there's a sudden stillness and the shadows grow long.
Your gate. Thank you.
Them in. That warble kind of floats through the room. Cygni, you hear it too. The goblin goes, well, enough to
my
do.
lord.
Well, enough to do. Come on down, I guess. quickly makes his way, drops his tooth, puts his tooth back in the key, spits on it, wipes it, puts it in the key, blows on it, puts it back up in his gum socket, and soon the door opens up, and he goes through the method of lighting the match again and tells everyone to duck, as the party kind of slowly makes their way down into the subfloor of this building. The Whibbles nervously following, kind of holding each other's hands. The room is empty and unadorned. It is a cellar of a kind. And already, Lord Tyrosh Vayant, first and last of the Dreamwalkers, stands. Belthira, the individual before you, well dressed, many rings on many fingers, but instead of a neck and head, there is just this coiling plume of shadowy smoke. It collects along the ceilings and pools, and this darkness kind of fills the room with an arcane energy, and you immediately feel like you've walked into something seismic. This a very powerful entity is suddenly here, and that's always kind of a jarring, sobering moment, as a cane is procured and kind of clicked onto the floor.
Lux, it has been too long.
It has been. My apologies, my lord.
Indeed.
The tone is chipper and unserious to the words that are being leveled.
I sense something in the air.
A Wibble?
Even Lord Tyrosh Vayant, like, and he puts a hand out in the cane before he can hit the ground, back into the hand, and he's like,
Whimsy and woe. Whipples.
and all of the Whibbles push one Whibble forward. And the
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, little Wibbles. He is he's all right. He'll be kind to you.
Lord Tyrosh Vayant, first and last of the Dreamwalkers in all of his splendor and regality and pomp, shrinks. Until he is the size of a Whibble. And you watch as he takes his cane and walks across until he stands, abreast or eye to eye with the Whibble, and he does a little bow. And the Whibble does a little curtsy.
We have not seen your ilk in what they call here an age.
Well, it's very nice to make your acquaintance. I assume you are, Lord Tyrosh Vayant? Of the Vayant Courts?
In the wispy flesh.
Well, we were, as you know, my lord, we were displaced. We had to flee when the Wild Hunt,
I know what the Wild Hunt did. And I know that you were the first. And I know we should have listened and heeded your warning. Even your leaving could not disillude us. You are very brave.
Oh, I don't know about that. Is it true that the Wild Hunt aren't in the Fey realm anymore? And that they've been banished?
Yes. They are instead here in this realm.
What? Why? Are they here for us?
I don't think so. I think there are greater machinations. And what you need is a little home somewhere safe, tucked away from all of this.
We would like to go home. It doesn't make sense here. The sun moves. Some bullshit. You'll be standing in one place, and then you're somewhere else, because the sun moved.
Yes, time is tricky.
Looks to the rest of you. Tiny Vant looks up to everybody. Little smokestack of a head. Kind of regards everybody for a moment.
Oh, mighty Whibbles, will you take sanctuary?
We would be very happy to accept your offer of hospitality free of any wit.
Free of any wit. Say your goodbyes.
Vant steps backward, slowly growing to be the 8-foot terror that he is. And then the Whibbles all kind of look at you guys. We're gonna go home.
You're gonna go home, little one. Oh, no, come here. She picks up the Whibble. It is okay.
Trying to be big and brave about it. Just
Don't be sad, you're going home.
Nose turns
Think of
red.
all the excitement.
What? Okay. Goodbye.
It wouldn't say goodbye, it just might be a see you later. Another time.
Looks to Cygni. Looks to Belthira. Thank you.
Safe travels, friend. Good luck.
Farther and farther until they're looking at every corner. Where's Owen?
I do not know.
They all talk to each other. Could you give him this? It's a
Sure, what is it?
It's a little chestnut.
I will pass it on to him.
He was good. You all were very kind. I won't forget. We do that sometimes, but we won't forget this.
Lux is gonna turn to Vayant and just, thank you, my lord, and then like bow deeply or something to show respect.
Of course, child.
And reaches out a hand. And as his hand kind of passes over them, shadow envelops them. And then they are gone.
They tickle.
Oh.
He starts uncharacteristically giggling a little. And then
I must away.
My patron is ticklish.
He has to go compose himself. It's hard carrying all this joy and staying serious. The whimsy of Whibble's kind of getting to him a little bit. He seems like, you know when someone's like embarrassed and so they put like a hand over their mouth to like just like not like hide the chewing, but like just like okay, compose yourself. Hang on. And he kind of waves. You've never seen him embarrassed before, but there's just a little bit of a trying to pull himself together a little bit before he says,
Just hold on.
and disappears. Goblin. He laughed.
Yes, and if you tell anybody, he'll kill you.
Yeah. It's above my pay grade. I'm out. He's gonna head on upstairs.
Bye.
Bring me my tooth when you're done. Vayant returns. Composed. And a little over stoic now to compensate for the embarrassment.
Well done. I don't know you.
The plume seems to twist in regard Belthira with a very sudden matter-of-factness that belies danger.
You don't. I don't know you.
Not many do.
Not many know me either.
You have been displaced in your fickle time. What brings you to the side of my sharpest tool?
Your sharpest tool?
Lets it hang in the air.
Well, I served my time. But I'm needed again. Despair is running rampant.
Do you know of the Wild Hunt?
Do I know the Wild Hunt?
Not really. Not particularly.
I was gonna say, I don't think I do. I'm not familiar with the Wild Hunt. I just know that what I know is from the Wibbles.
Wanted to see what you'd say. Get that insight check in.
Wow.
Kind of takes like a protective glide towards Lux.
Watch your step.
Gone. Said nothing to Cygni. Rude.
Watch my step. Who is this man to you? Or this plume?
But show some respect. That is my patron.
How am I supposed to show respect when I don't know who that is? So, I am asking. But patron of what? Let me remind you, I'm old.
I don't think you need to remind me.
Fuck it.
Are y'all still speaking in thieves' cant?
No.
I mean, shit, I got
Okay.
some gray, but calm down.
I think it's not likely, though it is possible. Are you guys still talking in I don't think we've been talking in Thieves' Cant since the goblin took
Okay,
us down
cool.
here, would be my guess. But
Yeah.
I was like, this
Yeah.
would be really hilarious if I still thought you were talking about, like, shoes. It's like, they're really getting along, aren't they?
Vant likes my shoes.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out a way to describe Vant. He saved my life, and I owe him everything.
So a
He
debt.
I still have my soul.
Okay. So a debt with no strings attached.
He gives me He gives me my magic, and I do what he tells me. And what we are doing is we are trying to think she'll also just
Pull out like notes, your diary. Perchance. Second diary, the lore grows.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're trying to figure out how Despair's wielding the nightmares.
He's using fell miracles somehow. We're on the same path. We need not meet each other with hostility.
Okay.
I did also, save you from becoming a vampire, but I mean,
Which I must say, for chiming in for the first time now, I am terribly thankful for. I don't think bangs on top of my height would be terribly helpful to our mission.
Belthira chimes back and she's like, I only jest. I don't want thanks for any of that. I'm only doing my duty.
And for the record, you don't look a day over 90.
Well, I went to sleep around 30, but
Is
thanks. And
she
like
not an elf?
starts to look at her hair.
For some reason, I thought Belthira was like an elf on top of being put to sleep. Am I incorrect?
She's a Kalishtar,
Oh!
which is yet to be discussed.
Yeah, Cygni, Lux, Belthira, the topic of age comes up pretty naturally and organically. And in a world that is fantastical, the follow-up topic would be what species, because what lifespan? And there's just kind of this bump. There's just kind of this little speed bump moment. Belthira has never taken off that hood.
It's true, I haven't.
And we've got the
Cygni will kind of
full
like
range
tilt her
of
head to the
ears
side
here,
out
too.
of
'Cause we got
curiosity. We got a lot of different ears going on. We'll kind of stand to her full height, her little clip clop on the floor. I'm sorry. Age can be sometimes funny. Amongst my people, that would be a compliment.
That's okay.
So
And as
30,
she's saying
and
that,
that is,
she-
and she's like really trying to gauge the vibe of like, is that good? Are we young? Are we hip? Can I just do like a general insight check to be like,
yeah, absolutely.
am I clocking this correctly?
Lux, make a history check for me. Pretty please.
I'm not touching your dice. Thought about it.
Good roll. Good roll, please. Insight,
Ah!
Cygni.
What am I rolling?
History, but give me just a second. Cygni.
I got an 18.
18 on the insight check.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's... Well, first let's hear from Belthira. What's kind of going... What's your tells right now say about you, Belthira?
It is like I looked at my character sheet again, and so I was like right on the money. I'm like 35 is like where I put it, and so Kalishtar lifespans are similar to humans, so living around 80 years old. So I'm younger, but I'm not a babe. But I'm just like over 90, and hearing that I'm like kind of offended, just because over 90 I would probably be withering to dust.
Something like that. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look up the lifespans, but yeah.
I am
The context,
trying to
my
look it
people
up.
can live up till about 500 years old, so 90's really good.
Ah.
I mean, you saw the Eld, like, they are old.
Really
You're
old.
right.
Really old.
And as we're having this conversation, like I feel like we're in like a pretty like relatively safe spot, so I do lower the hood.
Ah, excellent. Tell us of your
I roll-
Kalishtar appearance, Dream Elf.
So Belthira, as she's lowering her hood,
Mm-hmm.
her braid falls loose, and it is a very, very long braid, but as you look up the braid, you see that it's woven black and white until it gets to the top of my head, which is half black, half white, with like the front kind of ombreing into the opposite colors on the ends. And then you notice the pastel bright pink eyes.
Can I roll a history check to see what Cygni would know about them?
Yes.
Because Hannah knows a fair bit,
Over
but
to Lux.
I don't know what my lovely...
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check, but I want to hear from Lux's history check, who has been seeing if there's any dots connecting here.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Lux
my
ain't
bad.
connecting shit.
Over to Cygni. Let's get that history
17.
check. 17. Dream elves. Not believed to be native to this arcane, but native to another dimension that we all brush up against when we sleep, or most of us. 17. I would say, due to the recent events, in your mind would dredge up a fact. Or you would come to a conclusion that feels very pertinent. And Belthira does know this as well. At any given moment, there is a nightmare that is out there trying to find you. You, Kalashtar, are the favorite food for nightmares to make quarry. They're also very rare. You've maybe heard of one or two in all of history. Though the records here are not all-encompassing. The Eld would have more information. But as far as social norm, history, known world, the origin of elves haven't been able to be very confirmed yet. They haven't gotten a lot of information yet that's like set in stone, simply because the elven nation to the north is at war with everybody. The Hever. Actually, to that point, Cygni, Belthira, Lux, Owan, you saw no signs of large-scale war with the elves to the north while you were in Rowit. Which means there's no confrontation between the elves and Rowit, and all of Hever is focused primarily on Thorn. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm zooming out too much. Kalashtar can be sensed by nightmares. And while it's very unusual, generally speaking, to run amok with a nightmare, lately, there's been a lot of them, and they're pivotal to this scheme, this debacle, this conspiracy. We got bombs in the mail now. And now the Church of Death has taken a Kalashtar off the shelf.
Cygni will kind of do a soft smile as she pops down the hood and she kind of makes all the connections. She'll kind of shoot a short look towards Lux before her little ears on the side of her head, sitting kind of low and dull, like what kind of flutter. She's like, "You really pretty eyes."
Thank you.
And you don't look 90 in your case. And she'll look very proud of herself.
Belthira is going to kind of chuckle to herself a little bit and just, again, like with a soft smile, just thank you. How tall are you? As she's like looking up.
She kind of says, it depends on whether or not I'm hunching, because I have a tendency to. And do we count the horns? She says as she kind of like bends down, trying to not to get her antlers stuck in whatever like basic ass chandelier hangs above her. But somewhere around 7 foot. If not, give or take an inch or two.
That's tall.
You should have seen my mother. She'll kind of chuckle to herself. She was an Ursa Major, if you know what I'm speaking about.
I'm a human.
Of course you are.
Can I roll?
I don't. Well,
She
you're pretty
says
new.
it
Yeah,
more
go ahead and.
convincingly.
I'll
roll deception.
Are pretty new, so go ahead and roll insight against deception.
I think Cygni, with full earnest, kind of goes, "Oh, I thought you said," and we'll kind of like look and see Lux's face and go, "Yes, human." Being in on the joke.
I
Fine.
rolled a nat 1 for a 10.
Oh no.
My insight is plus 14.
God damn. For a total of
23.
23. Tyrosh Vayant, first and last of the Dreamwalkers of the Fae, of the Night Court of the Fae realm. This is a Fae. Lux is a Fae, Belthira.
Why do you say you're human?
I thought we were just pointing out the... I mean, you guys are not, so I have to represent humans somehow.
But why? What is the purpose behind masquerading as a human?
What do you mean masquerading? I am human.
I know a fae when I see one.
I think at that moment, just for a little fun, Lex is gonna take a step closer to Belthira and just shift into her.
Belthira, before you stands Belthira.
With a scar.
And then I'm going to disguise self as Lux.
Cygni, before your very eyes, the freakiest Friday is happening right now. the switcheroo.
I need to find Owen. And we'll turn around and be like, "You guys hash it out."
Owen and the goblin.
I'm not made for this.
Owen, you have tracked the group because they've been gone for a while. And you have tracked the group, and you are currently in the shop without the party here, and a goblin and the other I want to say. I was gonna say Argonian, but like a lizard folk who has also kind of stepped out from somewhere on a floor above and is helping with a few things. Both of them are just kind of sizing you up at this point. You're kind of sizing them up at this point when the party returns from the basement. Just a back room slide, and the three of you exit looking for Owen. Finding him. Just alert. Your weapon of alarm hasn't gone off, so you've gotten to the point, Owen, where you're just like collecting data. Are these threats? Where have my people gone? And then your people come out from behind a back room, and the two staff like relax visibly.
The Wibbles are handled, I take it.
Yes.
Cygni
It
just
was
gives
beautiful.
a mournful look towards Owen of like, thank
It
God
was
you're
beautiful. They
Says Belthira.
asked me. They asked She would have changed back. She
Oh, okay,
would have
okay.
changed
Okay,
back.
okay,
Okay, I was gonna
I
say, I'm
feel
like,
like-
how fun would that be, though?
I feel like
We can reap some fucking havoc doing this.
I feel like before coming up, Lux would have, as Belthira, said something along the lines of, it's easier to get what you want when you can be anybody. And then changed back. And then
Just remember to know yourself. I say back to you as
how
Clipping it.
dare you? But yes, the Wibbles asked me to give this to you. They were sad that you were not there.
This a nut?
Yes. I will not question the Fae. I'm sure it's for your protection.
It's a little hazelnut.
You know, like rattle it and listen to it.
Kind of a felt thud.
Does it sound
Sorry,
like a
chestnut. I
nut?
said chestnut. It looks like a nut. It does not sound like a
But it
nut.
doesn't sound like a nut. Interesting. I'll just pocket it for now.
Excellent. Hey, welcome in our cast. The the lizard folk kind of leans forward and kind of off to the side over your shoulder, Lux. Is there anything that we can get you, madame?
Are they also dream shorn?
Yeah, these are your peeps.
I don't know.
Well, we are not closed for you in the Dream Shorn.
Says that pretty quietly, but not enough that can't be heard. For anyone with a passive perception over 13. And he says,
If I may. You are Lux, eh? Is it true that you call upon our Lord nightly? Or with such frequency?
I do. I'm gonna steal your accent.
a bet
I
is
do.
wagered, and the goblin hands over a small bag of money as the outcome of some kind of bet is being resolved here. You do not know this, but you are quite famous amongst your peers.
Oh. I mean, he is my patron, and
Yes, he is ours. But no one is so bold as to call upon him.
why?
So, for everyone else in the room, this is a clear moment of red flag on Vayant, because they look at her and go with a look of no one would willingly call upon Lord Vayant because of who he is, who they are, and they are, because they're scared of him. They're scared of Lord Vayant, and they kind of look at you and go, what? It's you are fearless, I should say. You must have some favor. You must have some favor. Apologies. And they seem to see that, like, oh, you don't think how we thought you think, you know what I mean, kind of a thing, kind of a, oh, and they kind of busy themselves. It doesn't, I mean, it might kind of click for you, Lux, but it definitely clicks for Owen, who and probably Cygni, emphasizing concerns that you've had and voiced before. Vane's dangerous. Powerful and secretive, you know, all the things that you already have been surmising. And Lux does not see it. Well, I should defer to Lux. Is that something you're catching, or is it something that's kind of going over your head?
I feel like she knows that he's powerful and scary. You know, she doesn't want to look weak in front of him for a reason, a good reason. But at the same time, he is her most powerful ally.
Do you catch the moment where they look at you after you say, "Why wouldn't I call upon him every night," kind of, or every day, kind of a thing? Do you see that look of like, do you connect those dots, Lux?
I don't think so.
Okay. Super valid. And I would say that maybe Owen and Cygni would share a look. Not sure what that look says or anything like that, but you note it. It's there. Belthira, you kind of still learning the situation. But I think some of that might be. Let's get an insight check, Belthira, on your part. Without a lot of context.
19.
Yeah, that was odd. And what you pull from that is that ultimately Vant is a much more powerful individual than you had initially taken in. You're realizing that there's a faction of them. It has to do with the Night Fae, and a major player that no one knows about at all has just been revealed to you. No one knows about. I just found a D20 in my pocket, and I did not put it in my pocket, which means it's been there for some time.
Wibbles.
Oh God! At least it was the Wibbles. If anything was going to invade me from my stories, I think that's the best possible scenario.
Oh my gosh. They took your pen earlier, they hid your phone, they put the dice in your pocket.
It's actually the little boo-boo.
That's why it's hiding out in here.
It's in the corner.
Is it in here?
No.
No.
Oh.
Look at Jared's camera.
Oh, I see. Anyways, fun little story beat there. An intriguing development. We have 10 minutes before we got to wrap up for the night. Anything we want to cover, accomplish, or say that you like go on to do? We could easily pass a little time here, recover, get answers, talk to the Eld, learn a ton of information about whatever you want. You can ask, develop any skills, or if like you want to learn how to juggle, downtime activities. Let's set some things in motion.
Belthira's gonna walk over to Cygni and ask her, will you teach me Druidic?
Yes. I will let you know now. I can't read, so this is going to have to be entirely verbal. If you're all right with that, me writing vague noises, or grunting at you, and you grunt back, then yes.
That works for me.
Fabulous. All you need to know is it's all in the throat, and I'll kind of put a hand over top and kind of figure out
you quickly learn, Belthira, that the druids believe that the druidic language should never be written down unless the Eld are doing it. And that is like a huge thing. If you find someone having broken that rule, stamp it out. Destroy the written stuff, all that. It's a verbal language only, except under very specific circumstances. What else?
When it gets darker and it looks like Owen is gonna go do his fighty stance thingies that he's been doing.
A quiet garden.
Sure. Yeah, that's the thing he will do tonight because he has a lot to think about.
I think Lux will go over and say something along the lines of, I would like to take you up on that training thing.
Really?
Clearly need it.
Did well in that last fight. I won't turn down a sparring partner, though.
Okay.
Are we back at the estate?
Yeah, you're back at the.
So can we
short
assume there's maybe like, I mean, Sir Doran lives there? Is there like a sparring room or maybe?
There's a barracks, a training ground. There turns out to be a faction of house guard that he directly, sees over, and they're not lazy. they're alert guards. So they take their job very seriously.
Then Owen will step over and scoop up maybe like a wooden practice sword.
Heard.
And
Wooden?
toss it at Lux.
I was like, if it's like an actual blade, she would struggle to pick it up. I wanted to make it very clear that Lux is weak. She is not strong. But yeah, a practice sword, yeah.
Thankfully, there's
not
different kinds of practice swords. You've got, rapiers that you're learning under, and there's dex-based weapons as well.
Is there like a long axe, like a halberd or something like that? That's maybe more scythe-like.
You look about. You see the leathers to. Sorry, that's too loud. It's not. Sorry, my music's failing me. You look about the. You see the protective leathers, and you have to like go seek out a one of the knights and procure his poleaxe from him. And
well, I still want it to be a practice weapon. I don't want it to be like
guard on it.
Okay.
That because
Okay.
The
Fair enough.
leathers.
All right, that's what I'll toss over. We'll redo that a little bit.
Oh, that's gonna be heavy. That's gonna be heavy. You will like see her go to catch it and then like basically almost drop it because it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's
but
heavy.
It is top heavy like the scythe. It's heavier than the scythe for sure.
Lux's scythe is her pact weapon. It's charisma based.
What
I wouldn't say it's heavy at all.
Makes sense.
So,
Makes sense.
just emphasizing that Lux sucks at this.
Well, emphasizing your dependency on Vayant. What?
Who said that?
I'll step back over and like hold the practice sword that I picked up more like a flip it with the hilt up, held it more like an axe. First thing I know about fighting with a two-handed weapon, and then I'll start, like showing like stance or
Yeah.
do that for a time.
Yeah, let's
Maybe do some practice swings.
let's get an athletics or an acrobatics check respectively from the both of you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. A nat 20 or a 23.
Okay.
Crazy.
That's A 14 athletics from me. I rolled particularly low. Not bad. Yeah.
You're pouring yourself into this, and soon you're kind of breathing kind of heavy. It's a lot of effort after a strenuous day, and Lux, you get it. There's a few things that Owen has taken the time to point out to you about the placement, about the eye level, about the stance, the footing, and you start structuring your mind around something that you've never really been introduced to, which is like official training by like a soldier, you know. I would say basic training kind of, and then as it's clicking for you, and you look over, and his legs are shaking. He's been through so much, and there's nothing in his face that belies any of it. And you sense the weight on this man's shoulders. A profound sorrow.
Which I feel like is something that she kind of caught in his eyes when he was revivified. So Lux is an asshole. And is, you know, in her brain, there's that part of her that's like, I don't need this, but he does. So
yeah. Thank you for everybody being here tonight. I hope you had a good night. There's distant druidic butcherings of the language happening in the distance.
Sorry, butchering of druidics is what we have been trying to prevent. Can you not just off-screen have that happen?
I think all the druids who are residing here are all having a moment of like, what cat is dying in druidic? Like, you know, like,
yo, watch, that was a slur.
Oh no. No.
So sorry.
Belthira, you can't say that.
The party, Belthira, you would note, slows down. All this momentum they've been having to keep up, all this pressure, still there. But you have found a party that lives here, that lives in this world, that lives in this brutal, harsh, punishing narrative. And they're still standing. And they're finding the pace. They are in a marathon that in your head has been a sprint up until this point. And you realize that this is not the end. These people know exactly how to just kind of slowly wind down. And it shows a proficiency as an adventurer. If you all enjoyed this show, you can find more of it on the YouTube. Season 7 is here. We're going into season 8. Some really big stuff on the horizon that we're not going to get into just yet, but I can talk about the merch. The merch is on the horizon. We have a bunch of new stuff. If you've seen the creators over in the Discord, we've got a lot of new ideas that we're putting to task. Feel free to join us on the Discord. We are as chaotic as we're wholesome, and we have bingo, campaign related bingo, as well as memes and the like in their various spots. Come hang out. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays right now. It's is at 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. Pacific. right here, same place. Let me raid us out, but first, let's go to the crew. I want to hear about them. I want to hear about their character and what's going on in their characters' minds and all that good stuff. Let us start tonight with Lux.
Yo, what up? I'm Pingu, also known as Cos.Pingu across the interwebs. You can find me here on Thursdays playing as Lux, and over on Tales Guild on Tuesdays playing as my Stargirl Astra. Lux is... Oh, and I do art. You're right. Thanks, M. Lux is... I mean, it's been a day. It's been a good few days. It's been a good few days of almost dying. Every day. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Is doing this weird thing where instead of pushing people away, she's trying to help. And it's a weird concept for her. And that's Lux. I'ma eat it to the ancient one here to Belthira.
Ancient one.
The ancient one.
Ancient one.
The ancient one. Hi, I am Christina Steenker. You can find me on the internet by looking up Steenker, Steenker, sometimes with 3 R's, depending on the platform. I played Belthira tonight, and she is very interested in the dynamic between Lux and this Valiant character, because she doesn't get a good vibe from it, but she can clearly see the defensiveness that Lux is portraying over this individual, but it appears that not everybody else is feeling this same connection or the same, like, getting like the same vibes from it. So she's very interested in like trying to like not break that dynamic, but like break down the wall to like get behind to like see and learn more about Lux. And she's also very excited to learn Druidic, even if she's ass at it, but she's doing good. She's doing good. But yeah, you can find me here every Thursday for this wonderful, wonderful Rotten Toil, but you can also find me on Sunday here as well, playing Amara for Thistle and Quill. But yeah, that's what I got today. I'm gonna pass it on to Hannah.
Hello, my name is Hannah Harper, also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. I'm not doing much right now. I'm taking a little break. But you can catch me at Hannah Plays D&D for any other updates. And I'll throw it on over to Uncle Jared.
Uncle Jared.
Yo, I've been Jared. This is the only thing I do on the internet. I've been Owan. Owen is coming to terms with the fact that he is going to have to confront his family. Thinking back to his past, his grandfather is very powerful and not someone to be trifled with, but he just doesn't see how he can run from it anymore. It was one thing to take away the people around him who were soldiers, but now it's just innocent bystanders. It's not only just blatantly evil, but it's also incredibly reckless and callous, so he's just done. So, trying to figure out how he's going to manage such a Herculean task all by himself, because of course, why would he involve his new friends in the same thing that got his old friends killed? So I don't know, we'll see how that goes.
Owen thinks we're friends.
This music is too sad for y'all to be saying shit like that.
I found this one today and went, oh.
It's good.
I
It's
love
good.
it. It brings the energy like down to 0 though. So I have to be like, woo, at the same time. I think that's everybody. Double checking. Okay, well, everybody, have an excellent rest of your evening. You are loved. Be safe out there. Drink water. Don't forget your meds. Everyone show love to Emily, our mod, tonight, and pile on into this raid. We're gonna go kick it with Ben Braiderd, who is streaming, quote, stream doesn't end until we kill Promised Consort Radon, the most difficult entity that is in Elden Ring. So, cheer him on. Cheer him on, please. Tell him his Dungeon Master gives him inspo. We'll do that. And have an excellent rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.